Hello. Hello, you have reached Beverly Love 3. How y'all doing today? Thank you so much for clicking on. Please subscribe and like. Basically, I already know that I made an introductory the other day ago. Of course, it was my first introductory because I'm a new YouTuber. As you can see, I don't have any subscribers. So please, please hit subscribe and like for me, please. Today I'm a little shooken up, and I'll tell you why. It's really early filming this. I just had saved it, and I was like, okay, should I really send this video? Because it's like, wow. But I just want to reiterate a little bit. I'm saying that because I'm like so shooken up, but I just want to say that my channel is basically, like I said earlier, prosperity, body, soul, and mind. That's what I'll talk about, those two, and spirituality. I love to talk about spirituality. I love to read about it. I love to talk to different people about their spirituality. I just love to do it. It's just nice. It's like getting to know people and being social, learning the world. So I like to do that. Spirituality is so much. I feel like it's God first, me second, and everything else is third. That's just how I run my life. I like to talk about philosophy in general, with anybody. I mean, it depends on any culture. I could listen to them. I might not understand everything they say, but I'll listen to them, and then I'll research it, to get in depth in how they feel, like what they're talking about, what they do in their culture. I mean, I think that's so exciting. A holistic healing, about that, because I love to talk about chakras, because, it's just, 7 illuminating lights inside you. I love to talk about chakras, so you know that. I love numerology. Numerology is so much fun to look at. I research it. I talk about it with my friend or two all the time, because I don't really talk about this a lot with people, because if they're not into it, it's like, But now I'm so happy to have a YouTube channel. I could, talk about it. And you can comment and push like and give me your opinions, and maybe if I don't understand what you're talking about, I can research it so I can get a better in-depth, what you're talking about when it comes to numerology. I love it, though. It's so exciting. To me, it's a different realm, I love to do horoscopes. I like that. I like to talk about love, and I like to talk about nature. I love nature. I love crystals. I'm at the beach, so I'm in my car. So if you hear like a wind like that, it's the beach, and I got the windows closed and air conditioning on. So if you hear this whistling noise, that's not me. That's the wind. Thank God we have a wind in Florida right now. Yes, I'm on the Fort Lauderdale beach, so I'm so happy there's a wind. I don't know what to do. But I couldn't keep the windows open because it would be too much, and I would be having to scream as I'm talking to you. So I like nature. I like crystals. I love crystals. I got a lot of crystals at home. And I know the name of... I'm sorry. I know the name of a lot of crystals that... give me a second. I didn't expect to film this in the car. So this is another reason why I would have been home, but I didn't expect that I would be in the car filming this. It was just that this was on my mind, and I was trying to pretend like the day would go, really good without me even thinking about it, talking about it, or anything. But I'm happy to have this channel because I can share, sorry about that, I can share this with you. I guess anybody that's watching me, right? I wanted to get it into something a little bit, I don't know. It's like, I don't even know if I should be talking about this. I think it's like story time a little bit, because it's and I look at YouTube videos and try to understand everything that I should be trying to get into, but I think this might be story time because it has nothing to do with what it's personal. It has nothing to do with anything that I'm gonna talk about. Maybe now I can talk about it, but how do I spit this out? So I did call somebody early this morning. My friend said, why don't you tell the YouTube viewers? I'm like, what viewers? I only got like 10 or 12 viewers. But there's noises in my house. It's a very, very, very old house. And anytime somebody will like come over to spend a night, they're coming from out of town, because I'm from Chicago. They're coming from out of town, or they're passing by, they spend a night. Nobody's really never said anything. So when I was telling her about it, I've known her for like 30 something years, and she's been over my house for maybe 3 or 4 times. I've had my house for over 20 years. And she said, yeah, one time I spent the night over. Well, she said not one time. She said every time I spend the night over there, we don't discuss it. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, we don't discuss what I hear. I'm sorry. Actually, my thing is not adjusted right, so I am sorry about this. We don't discuss what I hear. And I'm like, well, what are you hearing? And she's like, you have a lot of noises in your house. And that's the thing about friends. Sometimes the things you really need to talk about, you might not talk about, and you should, because you need to address certain things, and some things are never, I guess they're never going to be addressed. Anyway, she's like, get on YouTube and talk about it. I was like, are you serious? I'm like, I got about a couple of viewers, and they're going to be like, oh, nope, she got to go. Let's kick her off the thing. So I'm about to talk about something that's morbid. And the reason I'm talking about it, because this morning when I woke up, I had to wake up real early, like 5. This morning when I woke up, I didn't wake up on the right tune. Like, the element was not right, because I'm waking up with a bunch of noise in my head, and I know I didn't keep on the TV, because I'm the kind of person, I watch TV once a week, if that. And I'm like reading, I'm going places, I'm looking, I'm cleaning the house or whatever, but I don't have time to sit down and watch TV like that. That's why I love to go to the movies, because I just don't have that time. Anyway, I wake up on this noise, and I'm like looking around like, what is this? I was like, okay. A lot of noise. But then when I woke up, it stopped. Okay, and then the other day ago, I just started making videos. You know that. The other day ago, I made 2 videos. No. I made 3 videos. I think the 4th or the 5th one I kept, because the videos had noise. Okay. Nobody in the house. Nobody on top of the roof. But I'm hearing noises. Like, seriously noises. And I'm like, listening to the video, I'm like, where are these noises coming from? That's kind of like crazy, So my twins are 20. I know I'm an old lady. I'm an OG up in the house. Okay, so I have to ask them, because I remember a lot of times they would be like having music on in their room, and I'm like, turn the music off, or put earphones on or whatever. So I think now maybe I should ask them, because that might be the reason they had the earphones on. I mean, I've always heard noises in my house. It's just sometimes it just get ridiculous, and I'm not trying to be funny. The same friend said, oh, why don't you do, the tarot cards the other, because that wasn't what I was going to do on my channel. And I hope I didn't open up a Pandora box. I'm not trying to be funny. It's like, did you open up a Pandora's box? So I'm holding this. So if you're wondering why my arms is like, I'm have to hold that. This like adjustment here, it broke. I'm trying to spit out what I'm trying to say. And let's just spit it out, huh? That part, spit it out. Without sounding like call 9 to the 1 to the 1, or the popos on me. Or YouTube's gonna say, hey, that's it. I've had enough with you. To talk about the noises in my house, here goes my friend. You have to be honest, and you have to tell them. They're just going to assume it's just noises. That noises don't mean nothing to nobody. They're just going to look at it like, okay, noises, what's the point? But, and I'm trying to say this slow, because I'm trying to, season my words real good. I have 2 sisters. Well, I have 3 sisters. 2 of my sisters passed, and my father passed. I wasn't that young, but I was young when my father passed, and then a little bit older when my two sisters passed. Anyway, my middle sister passed, and my older sister passed, and my father passed. Like I said, my father was cremated, and my middle sister was cremated, and my older sister, she was buried. Okay, so my mother and father got a divorce, and I end up, and the urns came to me. So I have my father's I'm sorry, and I have my sister's urn. So I have two urns. Okay, don't act like that. So I used to have the urns in the house before my kids was born. I used to have them in the house, and then maybe like a year or so later, I took them out the house. So I'm looking at maybe they've been outside in my backyard for about 16 or 17 years. They've been in the backyard. I don't know what made me put them in the backyard. I just felt that they should be outside. I mean, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just jump in a car, go to the beach, and throw the ashes in the water and sky, or earth, water, fire, whatever you're supposed to do. That I didn't do that. I'm not gonna lie. They're still in the backyard. So let me tell you the joke. One time the police was in my backyard because another person had a problem in their backyard, and so they were like, can we go through your backyard? And I was like, no problem. And then when the police was coming out, I'm sorry, I had to move that. I said to the police, do you see those two things right there? He said, yeah. I said, those are urns. Why, I don't live in a prestigious neighborhood. Why did nobody steal them? And he said, ain't nobody gonna steal them damn urns. I said, what did you say? He said, ain't nobody gonna steal no damn urns. I said, whoa. So we were laughing for a while. My father is in an urn standing up. No, hold on. Yeah, he's in an urn standing up, and my sister's in an urn laying down. She's in an urn like a Bible. It's shaped like a Bible, and but both of them, if you've seen them, you wouldn't know that the one was a Bible because it's really old. Wear and tear of the debris, the air, the rain, everything. I don't move them. I don't never move them. The grass grows and I cut it, and the grass grows around it and everything. Well, I don't cut it, but you know how that goes. So I have a big backyard. Oh my gosh, I love backyards. Don't get me wrong. I'm from Chicago. I love backyards. I love hot regions. I love grass. Not when it's mine, because then I got to cut it, and it be raining here all the time. Well, not all the time, but enough for me not to want to cut it. Like right now, it's like a forest. I have to call the landman and said, excuse me, I think I sent a giraffe, lion, a couple of people. Because he'd be like, are you serious? But anyway, so grass grows all around it. I haven't moved it. It's there. Nobody steals it. I know, my friend is like, you have to get to the point. Because they're going to think, oh, you just hear noises. You have an urn in your backyard. So what? I don't know if, how do you say, their spirits are coming in the house. Because ever since I've been in a house, it's a lot of noises. So I don't have central air. I know I'm the only one in Florida probably don't have central air, but I have units. So what I would do is just from the front door straight to the bedroom, turn on my unit, and like I would just lock my door. I know. I guess you said seriously. When there's nobody in the house, I lock the door because it's just so many noises. And this morning, I don't know. I don't like. It's like, is there a Pandora box just open? Because the noises was just a little bit too much. And I'm like, wait a minute. It was just too much. So, I've been in situations where I know that there's another realm because I've experienced it. I mean, only if you experience something, you would actually know. But remember, from chakras, we have a lot of energy in our body. You have to admit there's things that's unknown that you don't know, and you have to know that there's things you don't know. So I'm on that level. I already know that. It's just that, and I mean, ever since I've been in the house, I could say since the house was new, I've had the urn, so I could say that. So I mean, it makes me kind of want to move, but don't quote me, because you'd be like, she said she wanted to move. I mean, I would love to move. But right now it's not feasible. But I would like to move. That would be nice. I would like to get out the house. But my issue is, if I move with the urns, hello, it might defeat the purpose. But I would like to move. I don't see me taking them with me. Maybe I can make a disconnection. Because maybe the house is in a different frequency. Maybe before I got the house, someone died in it, and that's their spirit. Maybe that's their ghost running around the house. I don't know. It's just that every blue moon when somebody has spent a night within all these years I've been at my house, over 20 years, they have mentioned certain things. Like, I tell you the truth, the one guy said, did I come home? He was doing the Florida room, and I've had different guys come in, like, I'll know him, and I was like, okay, let me leave the key here, because I'm not going to be home, so can you just come in the house, do what you got to do, and jet, So he was doing my floor. He was putting wood on my floor, and he asked me, did I come home? And I was like, no, why would I come home and not say nothing to you? I mean, my house is not gigantic. I don't have a mansion, so how would I come home and you don't know? He was like, he started laughing. He was like, well, your house had a lot of noises. And I'm like, well, describe them to me. And I know what he's talking about. But I couldn't admit that, I was like, hello, I'm not telling you that I know, you feel me? So he was like, it was a lot of noises. He said at one point I went out to go get some water, because your Florida room doesn't have any air conditioning on it, because I detached the air conditioning, just a unit, because I said I don't have central air. So he said, I went outside, I came back, I shut your door. He said, all of a sudden, a door shut. Nobody's in the house, no wind. And I'm like, okay. So I'm listening to him like, what is it? Where is he going with this? And then he said, another door shut. Now, I have a couple of doors in my house. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's not talk about that. I have 3 outside doors that can go outside. I have a side door, front door, and a back door. So we're talking about house doors, inside the house. So I have 4 doors inside the house. I got 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms. So I have 4 doors. He said he heard 2 doors shut. Now, I don't know. I mean, what happened to him happens to me all the time, but I don't say it to anybody. And then when, like, my friend spent a night, she said, I didn't want to tell you, but yeah. She said, that's why I don't really never spend a night at your house. I was like, what? You could have told me it's my house alone. You could tell me, hello. But to make a long story short, I don't know. This was definitely story time. It's just I had to get this off of me, because I was like, wait a minute. I had to wake up and go to the library, wake up and get gas. I had to do so much this morning. And I was like, way early. It was just so, the morning was so devastated. And my sister and father, yes, they're in the backyard, but I don't go back there, hardly, none. I mean, every blue moon when I have to go back there, I go back there. I look at them. I don't even really say, what's up, G? I don't say nothing. I just look at them and say, that's my father, that's my sister. That's it. I don't be like having a freaking conversation with them. So I don't know if they're trying to contact me. What? But I know if I ever do move in this house, I've been in there a while, I don't see me taking them. I mean, you can give me your opinion. It's kind of morbid, this and that. Like I said, this is not on my channel. It was just something, this has got to be story time. So maybe you could comment and tell me if you ever has experience like this, or you continually have experiences like this. Because to tell you the truth, when I videotaped it right quick, I had to reiterate the other day ago, I've deleted the video, but I shouldn't have deleted it. I should have just kept it, because it would have proven, well, not proven, because you wouldn't know if somebody was in my house, but it would have proven to someone else, yeah, I hear all those noises. And those are not, if I'm talking on the video, I cannot make the noises that you were hearing. Distinct noises, like moving furniture, just like the guy, he expressed that, he said, it's like somebody was moving something. noises, just no voices, just noises. So if you've ever been through this in any kind of way, I would love you to comment. Please comment and like, and just kind of tell me the story, if you can, briefly, on what happened, because this is like, really, I mean, that's the only house I have, so I'm going to go home to it. I mean, but it's not something that I'm telling you on YouTube, but it's not like something you could say, oh yeah, so my house is haunted, very haunted. So just pass the great propine. You just can't, this is not a conversation you can tell me, right? Although y'all hear me. Okay, but I don't have a lot of viewers, remember? So a lot of people's not seeing this. But, okay, but let's make that change. Please click on, like, please, and subscribe. Again, you have reached Beverly Love 3. Thank you so much for tuning in to me. I would love a comment. My list of things that I just love, holistic healing, spirituality, numerology, everything I said earlier. If you would like to comment on it, and if you want to know some things about it, or even if I don't know it, I even research it for you. So I love to do things like that. I also love to, I have a Strong's book. I don't know if a lot of people maybe not know what that is, but anyway, it's a Strong's book about the Bible. It's every single word in the Bible, and every single phrase is in the Bible. You can find it, and I love to do that too. So I would like to be assistance. That would be one of my services later on. But I'm just like a new YouTuber, so I'm trying to get it together. I hope this hasn't been too lengthy. It probably has, but I'm just talking to y'all, and I can't see you, but just pushing this out of my system and putting it on YouTube, or just having you listen to me, which I can't see you, but you can see me, right? I mean, it's good just to get it off of me, because I'm still like, I don't know, I'm still kind of shooken up, and I know I have to go back home because it's the only home I got. So, but just give me a comment, like, subscribe, and maybe we can get into something that you are into. Again, I do believe, I'm not making none of this up. I believe everything that's happening. I believe we're in a different realm. I believe my body's a different frequency. I believe in our higher power, which is God. That's my higher power. I'm pretty sure you believe in yours. So I do believe in other entities that are here. We're not the only one here. Sorry to say, there's other elements and entities and realms here. So I'm aware of that. It's just that sometimes it can get very scary. I've had things like that happen. I don't want to get into that, but and I'm still shaking up. That's why I'm talking to you like this. But again, thank you so much for subscribing to me. Thank you. And you have a nice day. Now you're here. Remember, subscribe and like. Have a nice day. You here? Well, thanks. Bye.